Well, hello. Hola, ciao, ni hao, and hi y'all. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you are all well, as always, most importantly. On today's video, this is a second attempt to introduce you to the this house here, which is going to be turned into the Parisian haberdashery shop that I've mentioned before in other videos. I have actually started on it. Before we go into it at all, what's happened is I made this video and started work on the house, and we'll show you it on this video so you can see what I'm up to. But I spent weeks doing this video, first of all, and ripping bits of the house out stage by stage, showing you what I'm doing on the camera, taking wallpaper off, flooring out, windows out, painting, putting fake bricks on, showing you how I did it, how I built it all up. And I did it over weeks, literally weeks, probably over best part of a month and a half, different days, hours here and hours there. Put all the video together. I think there was 14 or 15 separate videos I took, and I put them all together. Spent ages, I don't know how long, editing. Well, it was too long. It was hours of footage to try and get a sort of 30-40 minute video. I then put it onto YouTube, and I think maybe 3 people or whatever must have seen it. And somebody mentioned that the photos that I was talking about on the video weren't on the video. The long and short of it is, I found out that the video maker that I use, I think I had updated at some point, and obviously now you have to do something slightly different because it's changed the way it works, and the pictures that I put on didn't stick onto the video. So when I uploaded it to YouTube, I was talking about them, pointed at them, nobody could see what I was talking about, and it really annoyed me. So I deleted the video of YouTube, then thought I'd go back in and get all the clips again and start from the beginning, and then realised that I had deleted all of it into the recycle bin. And not only did I do that, I also deleted the recycle bin, or emptied the recycle bin, because it takes up so much space on my tablet or the phone that I'm using, and it slows everything down, and I don't know what else to do. So I deleted everything once I thought, good, it's on YouTube. So now it's not on YouTube, and I have no footage whatsoever, so I can't show you all the things I was doing over these weeks. Boo-hoo. Hopefully there's nobody out there saying great. I'm sure there's nobody as unfriendly as that watching these videos. I'm sure you're all lovely people. So I've done a lot of the work that I would have shown in the last video, so I shall skip all that and show you what I'm up to now. Before we go on, because of all that time it's taken over those weeks and up until now, quite a few people have subscribed, and you may not have heard me say hello to you yet, so I will say hello to some of you quickly now, because I don't like to miss anyone out. First of all, a big welcome to Eric K. Welcome to you. Welcome to the family. Rachel Salmon. I think it was actually Rachel that said hello in the last video. No, I said hello to you in the last video, and then of course I deleted it all, so you never got to hear me say hello. Also Amber Moon, Witch of Solstice. I love that name. That's fact. I love anything to do with witchcraft and solstice and everything. Absolutely lovely to have people like that around. So I'll call you Amber for sure. If you're watching, Amber, thank you very much for subscribing, and welcome to the family. We also have, forgive me if I'm pronouncing everything incorrectly, but I'd like to say hello to Tunke Yildiz. So Tunke, or Tunke, welcome to you if you're watching. And also Hazel White, I can say that, yay! Hello Hazel, welcome to the gang. And also Odette Smith, I'd like to say a big welcome to Odette as well, if you're watching. And lastly for now, TH Andersdotter. So TH, if you're watching, welcome to you too. Hope you're enjoying the videos that I'm making. Some more of you have also subscribed, but I won't read you all out now because you might get bored, whoever's watching, and you may switch off. Cheers, by the way. Right, so like I said, I'd done a lot of work, I'd ripped the house out. What I will do, first of all, is put a photo here, hopefully, when I'm doing my editing. This time, hopefully, I can get photos and get them to stick onto the video or attached to the video. But I'll do a photo here of the house originally. That's how I bought it. It had a lot of, as you can see, it had a lot of brown woodwork in the shop front. I'm not using the basement part of it at the moment. I'm just using the ground floor shop and the first floor above for the living quarters. For the lady that owns the Parisian haberdashery shop, she lives above her own business, in my head. She's very stylish, by the way, very absolutely lovely French lady she is, very sophisticated. So I'm not going to use the basement at the moment. Maybe when it goes into the room, into the summer house where we're going to keep our houses, I may put it onto the basement and then decorate the basement as well. If I do that, I'll do a quick video and show you what I've done to the outside of the basement and all the stairs and everything. So that's that. I'll show a picture. I ripped all the wallpaper out and the carpets and everything. Hopefully there's a photo there as well to show you that. Probably, I think the photo had a bit of a... I took the photo and it was all paper everywhere, so anyway, you can see roughly that I've stripped it out. I have bought from Les Chinoiseries, LES Chinoiseries. I can't remember if they're in Germany or somewhere. I can't remember where they are, but I bought a load of wallpapers from them. They're not cheap. They're quite expensive. For what I paid to wallpaper this house, you could decorate a couple of rooms in a really nice wallpaper, like an adult size room. It was very expensive for what it is. It's little sheets, and they're sort of £5-6 each, or so many dollars each. And I needed quite a lot to do that. So anyway, so hopefully it will all be worthwhile, and hopefully someone out there watching this will think I've actually improved this building, or if not improved it, changed it into something equally as nice as it was to begin with. So I've done that. I haven't started wallpapering yet. That'll be in another video. But I've ripped everything out. I ripped the front off took the front off the building, as you could see in that photo. I've taken the window frames out. I've painted all the window frames. I sanded all the wood down, the shop front, sanded it down on the brown wood, painted it with this French blue colour, lovely French blue, Parisian blue, painted it all over, sanded some of that. I also sanded the actual woodwork itself, the actual framework of the shop itself was very exact and pristine. I mean, it's from a new Dollhouse, so all the wood was very sharp, but I sanded all up and down, all over, and just, you might not see it in the video, but just slightly roughened and rounded the hard edging of it all. So if you were that size in real life, it would look very worn, very old looking, very worn. But then I sanded areas on top of the paint to shabby chic them. Then I waxed all the wood, very fidgety, but I waxed it all and then buffed it all up to give it a very slight satin sheen. So when the light catches it, it's not too dull looking. So yes, I've done all that. And then I started, I'll show you. And then I'll show you where I'm up to, and then we'll say hello to a few more people. Just before I show you, I just forgot, there's a picture of the tiling that I started, or the brickwork on the house. I used egg cartons. I looked at some videos. I'm really pleased with them, but see what you think yourselves. I used about 12 different acrylic paints mixed into groups of about 5 different colours, 12 or 13 paints altogether, and then just mottled it all over. I wanted a sort of overall sandstony colour, but then when you're close up to it, lots of different other textures and colours on it. I then I mixed PVA and water and sealed the whole thing over, so it was completely sealed. And then I went over bits all over the place with the little fake dollhouse grass that you get, a little moss. I used 2 different colours of moss just to vary the whole thing again and give it yet more detail. Mixed that with PVA and water in a little pot, and then I brushed that on all over him in all different areas. So it was all, so the whole building, it's been in a back street of Paris for so many years now, and there's loads and loads of moss all over it, and that's how I wanted it. So so hopefully there was a picture there of the cardboard, the egg cartons that I cut out. I just cut each one out separately, all slightly different sizes, and then glued them all on like in lines, tried to make it sort of like brickwork. And then when all that was done, I went in between it all with just normal white DIY grouting, the white in between. You can colour the grouting if you wanted it a bit more grubby looking, but I wanted that fairly clean looking to make the colours stand out. That's just what I wanted. And also, oh, this is, by the way, I'm just teasing you now, but these are all my wallpapers I bought for the house, which will they started in this cardboard tube, and hopefully they will soon be out flat on walls and whatever, and looking absolutely beautiful. So that's the photo of that with the tiles, the bricks, and also before I show you what I've done here, when I first brought the house into this room, into the conservatory, and put it on the table, Nigel, is he here? Oh, there he is. He's having his nap at the moment. There's lovely Nigel. Stroke, stroke, stroke. So Nigel came in to the room and looked at the house. It was up on the table here, and he instantly jumped up on top of it. And I was talking to him, and talking about, this is Daddy's new shop, blah blah blah. And this is a photo of him when he thought it was going to be a pet shop for some reason. He thought it was going to be a pet shop. So this is Nigel. When I mean, he was ecstatic. You can see he couldn't contain his excitement. Then this is a photo of when Daddy looked at him straight in the eyes and confessed to him that it was actually going to be a Parisian haberdashery shop. He got inside the doll's house because the door was open, climbed into the living room, curled up, put his face on paws on the front window, and just glared out of the window. I think he thought, I'm going to move in and not let him turn this into a Parisian haberdashery. So there we are. So as you know, Nigel helps in everything we do. It's gardening, cleaning, dolls housing, pottery making. He's up there trying to lend a hand, lend a paw. So anyway, right, let's show you where we are up to at the moment. Okay, so that's the front of the building. As I said, completely cleared out and open. This wooden ledge, excuse my shaky hand, this wooden ledge was white wood. When the roof comes down and the door's shut, it looks like a ledge around the top of the building, but you wouldn't normally have that in just a big piece of white wood carved like this. So I mixed up 2 colours of grey to get this grey shade, and then I mixed the paint with some sand from the down the bottom of the garden, a handful of sand, so it's all nice and rough and sort of stone-like or concrete-like. Maybe you can see it in the light there. So here we have I don't know what the colours will look like on the video. I think they're a bit paler than real life, unless the actual video does look pale when it's finished, but it's looks a bit dark to me at the moment. If I come around this side, I've done it around the chimneys as well. Oh, and this was just a white piece of wood as well. So I did the same grey there, so it looked like sort of stonework, like that. And then come around the side here. I'll show you. I don't know if you can see all the different colours in the brickwork. It took a while, but I was really, really pleased with it. The dark bits, obviously, that's the moss, and the green working on it. So that's it there. So hopefully you can see in the light there. It's looking really good. So right, I'll put the front of the shop on and the windows at the top to give you an idea of what it looks like so far. Right, as I said, I'd taken all the windows out and the front of the shop, taken that out as well. I've just put the windows, I'm gluing the windows back in now, so I shall show you as we go along. But you can see there's sort of bits of moss in the windows, it's growing in the wood. It's very worn and shabby chic looking. So that's that. I've also, in the front area here, I'm in the middle of trying to do a sort of cobbled street effect. So this is the egg boxes again, cut out, but I've cut them out much smaller than the brickwork and sort of rounded all the corners off. So I'm going to colour that maybe dark grey colours, a mix of sort of slate colours and what have you, dark stone. So I think that will look quite nice, and it will go with the sort of grey stonework on the building there. So that's that stage. Right, and that's with the shop front attached. I've also just put the door in quickly just to show you. But if I show you up close, again there's all moss everywhere. So it looks really, hopefully it looks like it's been there for a long time. And this is where all these, hang on, here we are, all these sort of edges here, like the actual sharp edges, I sanded them all just to round it all off around here, all the way around, just to make it all a bit more worn looking. So that's that. And also the top windows in the roof there, they actually stick on the front, they don't actually slot in, so they're sort of flat at the back there. So they just stick on like that. I can't do it now to show you, but well, there we are, just lay it on like that. So that's the roof of the house windows. What I'm going to do also, because I want to change, as you can see, I've changed everything on the outside of the house from what it was originally, and all that's left is the paperwork here for the brick tiles, the slate tiles. I think that looks really good, it looks effective, but I've torn it all purposely because I want to go over it. I'm going to put the separate wooden tiles on, like row after row. It wouldn't have taken too long because it's not a huge area, and just painted them as a slate colour, so it would be like 3D effect, sort of slate tiles. But the idea, I think, would make it look a bit too cottagey. So I looked at Parisian sandstone buildings like this with the blue work on images on Google, and also their roofs in Paris on these buildings. Most of them are sort of either slate tiles or a lead sort of effect. But I'm going to have a go at something, and if it works out, then I shall show you in the next video what I'm doing there. But already when you put the shop front in, there's panels still to go in the door here, and then all the actual glass, the window has to go in. But it's already, when you look inside, it makes me think that she's, bought the shop and she's just moving into a blank canvas, and how is she going to decorate it and all that. But the actual inside the shop, hang on one moment. Right, the inside of the shop on the ground floor had a staircase in the middle here with a sort of small partition wall each side. The stairs went up here to the next floor, and then another staircase up again, up to the top. So I've ripped all that out, as I said, and I'm going to maybe paint that, maybe carpet it before I put it all back. But I've really literally going to, obviously I'm going to change everything because it's now empty rooms. So right, there we are, the story so far. Now, before I sign off here, I don't want to forget, I must remember to say hello. I want to say hello to M. Dillon 333. So M, if you're watching, welcome to the gang, and so glad you did. Hope you're well. And also Pat Hours, or Pat Urs, Pat Hours, O-U-R-S. Pat, welcome to you as well. That special name, that was my mother's name. I miss her dearly. Welcome Pat to you. And Banker Pup as well. Banker Pup, welcome to you, Banker Pup. I don't know what that means. It means something specific to you, but I like the name Banker Pup. So there we are. Also, Mary K. Ryan. Mary K. Hi there. So much for your comments. Really interesting comments as well about the history of your brothel that you've been working on and that you do, and the with the gambling casino room and everything in it, and the history behind the brothels from like World War I onwards. So absolutely interesting. If you haven't looked up anything like that, then I would read up on it, because the things Mary Kay has told me has been absolutely amazing. But she told me about that because I showed a previous video of my partner John doing his houses that I'd got him for Christmas, and one of them he turned into a, if you haven't seen the video, turned the ground floor into an undertaker's, but there's a side door, and with a red light inside, and when you go upstairs there's a brothel above the undertaker's, as you will. And that really makes me laugh every time I look at it. It's hysterical. And next door to it, the separate building, is going to be a tea room. So, well, it is a tea room. So when we have all these set up down in our summer house, which will be very soon because I'm building shelving as we speak, I shall take you down there and I shall show you where we are with that, where we're putting the best of our dolls' houses just on a little display, so that we can just go down there and spend time with them. Also, two more people I'd like to say hello to. Oh, I apologise up front for getting this wrong, but I have to say hello to you. Welcome Shatifa Mode Shah. 3 words, Shatifa Mode Shah. So Shatifa, if I've pronounced your name correctly, I so hope I have. I hate pronouncing things wrong, but as you can see from my introduction, I'm not really that bilingual. But anyway, welcome to you, Shatifa. Thank you so much for joining us. I love different names like that from obviously different countries actually subscribing to my channel. It makes me feel that people out there actually want to listen to me and see what I'm doing, which is important to me. And last but not least, because you subscribed to me last night before I was redoing this video, Marco Castillo. Welcome, Marco Castillo. Bienvenidos, or bienvenido. I don't know. Ciao. Oh, I need to do some language learning. So I can say konnichiwa, but so can everybody else. I can say Happy New Year in Chinese as well. Kung hei fat choi. Kung hei fat choi. I think. I don't know. Anyway, it's not New Year, so I'll leave that till another time. Anyway, thank you very much again, my lovelies, for watching. Thank you so much, and watch out soon. Hopefully this video will go on, and hopefully the photos will be on this time. If not, then don't know what I'll do. Have to look at all new programs and see if I can do this another way. But the next video may be the next stage of the Parisian house, or it may be something really exciting in the ceramic world, because I haven't told you all about that yet. I didn't want it to be part of this video, but I've been making potting, doing miniatures. I'll put my Etsy shop link below. I'd be really grateful if you would just go and look and maybe just favourite the shop, just for the hell of it. Would be really I would be so grateful for anyone watching me to do that, because on Etsy there are millions of shops, and it's astounding if somebody actually finds you and buys something from your shop. I can't tell you the buzz I get for the sake of earning £10 profit or something. It's just, you'd think I'd won the lottery every time somebody buys something, because it doesn't happen every day. But if you would go on and have a look and favourite the shop, then I would be really, really pleased about that. But the reason I've mentioned the shop is because I've started doing ceramics. I haven't shown you everything I've done yet. I've got different adverts for the ceramics I have done, and the air-dried clay pots with the porcelain paints. They're on my Etsy shop at the moment, so do have a look at those. But there is more to come that hasn't been photographed, hasn't been seen by the naked eye, only by Nigel. But I've been ceramicing and making and firing things, and that's all to come. That's a whole new video. So excited, can't wait to show you and tell you. Anyway, thank you for watching, my lovelies. Take care, keep well, keep safe, and speak to you soon. Bye all.